And hello everyone! Welcome to the stream.
I heard them call for you.
Oh, yes. I forgot my mic was unmuted. So yeah, today we are going to finish off the Stanley Parable Ultra Bucks.
Stanless.
The Stanless Parabola. Stainless Parabola.
Yes. You're, like, kinda loud on your stream, by the way.
Oh, am I? Yeah, I'm hitting the red, actually. How do I... Why?
Wait, say something again?
Say something again.
I think you're slightly louder in Discord, too. Did you, bump your mic? Your, like, physical knob on it or something?
The knob on my mic is always and has always been set to the maximum.
Okay. Well...
It's... My audio seems to be picking up, like, background audio as well.
Your what audio?
My mic. Wait, shh. Hello. Testing. Are my levels better? Oh, no, wait, there they go. Okay. Maybe I should turn my decibels down a little bit?
Yeah, you're, loud.
Okay, what about now? Are things better now?
Not really.
Okay, what about now? Are things better now?
A bit, I think.
Oh, okay, what about now? Are things better now?
Wait, okay. Say something right now.
Say something right now.
Okay, you actually went way too far.
I know, I'm at negative 13.5.
Oh, okay, well...
Okay, what about now?
I think that's good.
Okay, I'm at minus 5. I'm at a lower amount than you are.
Wait, hang on. I'm gonna say something and now you say something.
Okay, I will say something. This is me saying something.
Okay, let me listen back to that. Yeah, that seems fine.
Okay, well, gamers. Let me start up the games. All of them.
By the way, I have good news, Avery.
I don't.
My mom made some cod, and I tried a bite, not knowing if I was gonna like it or not. And it didn't taste bad, but I couldn't tell if I liked it. And then I took the rest of it, and I put some Slappy Mama seasoning on it, which is like Old Bay, but slappier. And I was like...
That means nothing to me, but go on.
I was like, this is good as hell. What the hell? And I really liked it. Which means I am becoming truer to my catboy self. I like fish now.
Good! Who knew that it was because your mom's white that you didn't like fish?
But she's still white, and I like fish now.
Yeah, but you added seasoning to it!
Yeah...
Also, now I have slightly calibrated my face, but not enough. So now everything I say and do will make my face do a expression more or less.
Is that what you're going with for this stream?
Yes, it is. Because whenever I speak, it often makes me smiling, and that is very accurate. Because whenever I see myself smile, it makes me happy.
Okay.
Anywho, let's get that game being captured. There we go. Stanley Parable 5. A game of baby. The original baby. Forbidden cheese. Sometimes I dream about cheese.
Ah, yes, dreams of cheese. Very good.
Wacky bomb. The original bomb. A game of electrode. Forgotten baby. Forbidden baby. I like Dreams of Cheese personally. We're gonna go with that one.
I'm Would you screen share to me?
No! Since one of you deserved my screen sharing.
I'm not going to be paying that much attention, but I will have this on my second monitor while I work on some drawing. I'm feeling energized and healthy now that I have... What does this have? Like omega-3
Omega-3 fatty acids?
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Let's do the epilogue again. Just to start things off.
You think there's stuff you missed in the epilogue?
No.
Okay. Like, do you have plans? Have you been thinking about stuff that you might be looking for?
Yes! I have ideas, thoughts, plans, and possibly even strategies? Because I think I might do like a very quick run-through of the other endings to see if they're different at all. Because the gamer one was, and I have some ones I want to check out just for the sake of checking them out. Because there is at least one ending that we did not get that we could very easily get.
Oh, which one's that?
Fucking killing ourselves.
You already did that multiple times.
Okay, that one, okay, technically yes, but not the one I'm talking about. When the moon hits your eye like a big piece of pie, that's when the sky hits your moon like a big piece of goon. Why are there chairs out here? When the moon hits your moon like a big piece of moon, that's a moon.
I can't argue with that.
When the sky hits your eye like a big piece of pie, that's amore. That's amore. Bells.
Bells.
Fuck it. It is so bizarre that this game has, like, oddly enough, slightly more of a narrative. Like, there's a plot progression to it regarding, like, the memory house.
Makes sense. When the moon hits your big piece of pie, like pie.
When your pie hits your eye like a big piece of moon, that's... bells. Ding 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 ding!
Hello, Echo.
Hecko Echo. Lichen Skippy.
Lichen colony.
Hello again. It's nice to see you. But it's terrible to learn there will never be another Stanley Parallel game. Oh, we've already seen this. Together we are going to make the Stanley Parable 6!
Yes, finally.
Stanley Parable 6, let's see.
Attack on lawsuit.
Half employee, half bomb. Skeleton lawsuit. Curse of the law. Race to the lawsuit. Race to the
I
dash.
really like Attack on Lawsuit because it's like halfway plagiarizing another IP.
And then hence lawsuit.
How much money is too much to spend all at once on saltwater taffy? I think more than $20. No, I think more than $10.
$5.19, only slightly past stream start time. Attack on lawsuit. We even get a lawyer on screen. I do like that this is effectively confirming there will not be another Stanley Parable game. Because all of the sequels are here.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start testing shit.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What
is
if a
probably the
crucial
same.
outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait.
It's a reasonable
Nothing
answer.
will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will
It's like
be
the cryo ending of In Space with
Stanley
Markiplier.
Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by?
You kids and
He
your
no longer had the
YouTubers.
ability to tell.
They
But the one thing
recently
he knew for sure, beyond
revealed
any doubt,
the
was that if
second
he
part
waited
of
long enough,
In Space
the
with Markiplier
answers
came
would
out.
come.
It ended
Eventually,
really
someday,
nicely.
They would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end.
Highly
He will
recommend
be
it to all
spoken
the
He
people
will
on
be
the
told
internet.
what to do.
It's a fun
Now
romp.
it's just a little bit closer.
Echo, you're a
Now it's
YouTuber,
even
says Echo.
closer. Here
No.
it comes.
I don't identify as one.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Are you being screamed at again?
Oh, and
Yes.
I guess this is where Stanley felt he needed to be right now, in this little hallway.
I was about to say, haven't they
Here,
ever heard of
with
the
no
phone? But then I
distractions,
remembered.
to study room
Neither of you.
417. Not to actually enter it. No. That would be far too forward. Stanley wanted to know it from the outside, to see it not just with his eyes, but with his heart. He would know room 417 as no man or woman had ever known an office before. That ladder over there. Oh, and that little picture of a horizon or something. It's all just a never-ending parade of joy for Stanley.
Cold.
What?
I'm back.
Hi.
Where was I love that every time I move, my face changes.
Ah, no, apparently not. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I remember the first time I heard that line while playing this game.
I love that the balloons are even in this room all the way up on the ceiling.
Oh.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've
Also, yeah, I
gotten off on
love
the
that
wrong
line.
foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
I'm sorry to hear that, Chuck.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices.
I love the rights
The two
here.
of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running
Yeah, you're
and
in a
running,
loop.
just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you. What do we want? What are we looking for?
Yeah, this ending.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Yeah. I wanted to see what it looked like in this version.
The bloom. Cubes.
Square.
Squares, I guess.
Squares are the Terraria Minecraft of cubes.
Okay.
No, wait. Where are you going?
Never understood why this drawing was here.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
Yeah, I remember this one.
No! What did we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here. You heard me before, didn't you? You will die! What about this isn't getting through to you? Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing. Oh, thank God. You lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
Ping.
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be
Has
happy.
been
We
hotel
really
color
can.
palette.
If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
See, that's what I was saying about in space with Markiplier.
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
One of the endings has like all of the like team leaders
No.
of the ship
No,
like
what are
trying
you doing?
to
Do you
solve
just not
the
believe
problem
me?
on their own.
What can I say to
And
convince
the
you?
girl in charge of cryo was like, "Hey, what if we just froze the entire ship and everyone inside it so that we just didn't have to deal with the problem anymore?" Like, yeah, it still exists, but we wouldn't feel anything. We'd just be
Stanley,
stuck in place
let's go
eternally
back
in a
to the other
stasis.
room.
So nothing can ever get
Really,
worse,
that's my
but, you know,
God.
nothing can get better,
Is this
but, like,
really how
it's
much
better
you
than
dislike
worse.
my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly? Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours. Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
What a weird game.
Yeah!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way
Let's
to
get
the
the
meeting
confusion
room,
ending.
and
I like the
Stanley knew
confusion
it
ending. I
perfectly
bet that
well.
one will be different.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Check, why did you say Undertale?
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track. But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Left.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's
Wrestling
see, we
techniques.
went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way. No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
I can't even tell if this is still the same run or not.
All of his
It is.
co-workers were gone.
Okay.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
No bucket.
Perhaps
No
he had
bucket.
simply missed a memo.
No comments in 417. New comment doors closed. And
When
there are
Stanley-
many doors.
Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Or did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Adventure.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
And now you're in the back rooms.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. That's awful. Inner guilt is the warning label on it.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
It's got to be
All
better
of his
than that,
co-workers were gone.
right?
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No.
Yep.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Check, why did you say because?
Because.
Undertale and Stanley Parallel have a lot in common.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
Are you ready for the story, Mako?
I'm ready for the story.
No,
It's...
wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way
Not
and
this
retrace
way.
our steps.
Take a right, take a right, take a right, and we're here, and now we're here.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
We won the
I know
game.
you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time, I have to restart.
There.
Yes.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've
Stanley
employed the
Parable
help
6.
of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the
Amazing.
line. How simple is that?
Love it.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
The line TM. Check says, I'm currently inert and in regret.
Huh.
I love Solitaire. Such a good fucking card game. Da 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 da. Da 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 da
You see,
da da
the
da.
line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Music. It's Dallas from Payday. Why is he there?
He's hiding.
I didn't know that was there.
Neither did I think that's new. Does that mean we're gonna get a Stanley the Parable crossover in Payday?
I don't even know how that would work.
Annual reviews, monthly ledgers, corporate imbalances, consolidation reports, department accounts,
Just giant like Minecraft text on the wall.
employee 432 peer reviews. People really talking about employee 432. Financial records. It's gone now. Personal files, budget analyses.
Yeah, this was a portal mod, huh?
What?
This was a portal mod, huh?
Ooh, great. Fern! Hold on, Stanley, go look at that fern.
Cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully.
Everyone, look at this fucking fern. Are you
It's
absorbing
slightly
every
animated.
detail?
Yeah, I'm seeing the leaves sway a bit.
That's new! That's Ultra Deluxe, baby! That's what they want you to think. Anyways.
What? Huh.
I'd like to file a bug report on the best door in the game. Let me just get a recording of that one real quick. I think that's the button for it. Yeah, that's the button for it. And also a print screen, just for the sake.
Oh no. Come on, narrator, say something. Acknowledge us. Acknowledge what we just did. No.
I feel like we should get credit for that one. We broke the game. We are better than the narrator.
Like, at least just some, like not
All right,
specific to any
I've got a
ending,
solution.
but like,
This
if
time,
there
to
was a
make sure
thing
we
where
don't
if
get
the
lost,
game ever
I've
detected that you
employed the
went under
help
the
of
map
the
at any
Stanley
point, having a
Parable
custom ending for
Adventure
that,
Line.
just as a
follow
bonus
the
little
line.
Easter egg, that
How
would be
simple
neat.
is that?
Now we have to do all this again.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over
Are we sure
in
it's on
this
Untitled?
direction.
Bye-bye.
Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very
Yeah, I'm going to
manifestation
clip
of the
that,
nature
and then
of
I'm
life
going to
itself?
tweet it, but also going to add the devs like, is this intended?
Well,
Fix
I'd like
it.
to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what?
I found the door to
think what we need
destiny.
right now
Don't
is a bit of
fix it,
music to
but
lighten the
patch in a
mood.
thing of the narrator complaining about you breaking the game.
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley,
Look at
this
that
fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything. Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Don't do it again.
But why? Hey!
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Well, I can't take this anymore.
The Clippy!
To hell with it. Restart.
Why would
Clippy.
Clippy the play?
The Stanley
Hey.
Parable, not 6, Adventure Line.
What a ripoff. I thought we were playing the Stanley Parable set.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
That direction.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be?
Now you're
Go
in the
wild.
background.
Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Are you playing one-handed
Oh,
or something?
no, not you again.
Oh no, I was playing
Stanley,
two-handed.
I'd
If I was
also
playing
like to
one-handed,
veto
you
the
wouldn't have
line
noticed
from
that.
having any role in our awesome new story.
I mean, I can
No
play one-handed
lines
now.
or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
When I play one-handed, I cannot stop walking.
It's escaping.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to
Just walk in
go,
circles for a
there
minute.
must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So
Yes.
starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits. Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
8 times.
That's really how all
No.
this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what
You're
if I
only
don't want to
halfway
forget?
through it.
My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay.
If you get surprised by loud noises, perhaps prepare
I guess
yourself.
now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Beep beep.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
Oh,
simply
is that
missed a
actually
memo.
it?
Yep.
Huh.
So it's to make you not sure if it still is or not.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, I remember that noise significantly louder in the previous version. In both ears. Just... just... Ugh. Okay. So, from what Etchcoat said, the new version adds 24 endings, right?
I don't remember.
Someone get Echo. And or someone who does not care about spoilers for this game, get me a number. Because Echo said that there were 24 endings and 9 of them involved a bucket. But I was actually thinking while at work the other day, I feel like we've gotten more than 9. Oh, Check said that. Check. You're stinky. Check. Because like I feel like we've gotten more than 9 so far. Because let's see. Taking the bucket with us to the end. Keeping the bucket during getting the duck ending. The insanity with the bucket ending. Jumping out the window with the bucket. Jumping off the cargo lift with the bucket. Getting to the recorder with the bucket. The do you know what a bucket is game. Pulling out the power cord with the bucket. The phone call with the bucket. Which is, you know, the domestic life with the bucket. And the ending where you go to the maintenance tunnel with the bucket. That's 10. So I think I might want a hint. I want a hint of an ending I haven't gotten yet. Like, give me one word. Something incredibly vague. Like, give me a cardinal direction. North, south, east, or west. But, like, conceptual cardinal directions. What I'm saying here is I don't want to have a fourth stream of this game. I want to get them all. But I'm struggling thinking of where to go. I'll also play the baby for 4 hours. That's a normal ending, and I'm not getting that one because fuck that. I'm not getting the fucking art ending. Audience, you're being so unhelpful right now. No one has given me a hint.
People probably just don't know.
Google it!
See, that's the problem with having 3 viewers, is that the chances of people being there who know what they're talking about is very low. You can't just rely on phoning the audience.
Lionel, I am trying to figure out what endings I have not gotten yet. And I assume the audience knew because the audience is spoiled to things. And I wanted them to give me like a one-word hint as to what an ending I have not gotten yet. Because I know all the original ones from the first game. I have gotten what I believe to be every bucket ending. I've played the epilogue. I've of course got the skip ending where you press the skip button forever. Like, I earnestly can't, like, I've gotten the recorder ending, of course, where you find the tape recorder in the vent. Hashtag sus. But, is there something else is somewhere else I'm not going? Like, I feel like I've seen all the directions I could take. Is there another place I could have gone? Have you tried doing anything with the other balloon? The balloon is an environmental decorative object.
Or is it? I don't know.
Give me some darts and some monkeys. Anything related to Gimbora or whatever the thing is, the witch that has been referenced twice for so weirdly.
Yeah.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley? Its grace? Its subtle charm? No. Stanley knew it was something deeper, something darker. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Line!
Look, Stanley, I
line,
think perhaps
line,
we've gotten off on the
line,
wrong
line,
foot here.
line,
I'm
line,
not your
line,
enemy,
line.
really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Line!
Please.
Why is it there?
Stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. to let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to...
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. Oh.
Oven bread.
Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha! Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Bread comes from nature. Usually.
Bread comes. Wow, devs are really phoning it in here, I see. You need to check your assets, bud. Yeah, but you thought no one would notice the lamp's texture is missing on the underside, but I noticed. Creed always sees. Sup, loving wife?
This is a very sad story about
Nice
the
man
death
of Cussy.
of a man named Stanley.
Good morning, employee 427. Press V on your keyboard. Boop.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Please press B.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
R.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder
Check,
that
you cannot
none of it
prove
would
that
ever
bread does not
happen.
occur naturally. How do you think people discovered it? K to watch TV.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
Oh.
First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
I love how there are like multiple canon explanations that all
So he
conflict
went
with each
further.
other for what this
He
game
imagined that he
is.
came to two open
Yep.
doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought
They could all be
that
canon,
his
you never know.
decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Press O to prepare dinner.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions.
Even line there is
Another
written
game with a
TM.
baby, and he called it the Stanley Parable.
The game with the baby. Press K to tell your kids a story.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free.
I have gone down the
Surely
stairs
there's an
both
answer
with
down some
and
new
without the
path,
bucket echo.
Mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
If I press anything else, I could press like A, Q, C, Y. Nothing else does anything. Press B to tell your wife you love her.
But there is no
My
answer.
beautiful wife!
How could there possibly be?
I hate Mondays.
In reality, all he's
This is
doing
not my
pushing the
beautiful
same
wife.
buttons he
This is not
always
my
has.
beautiful house.
Nothing has
This is not my
changed.
beautiful
The
wife.
longer he spends here,
Hey,
the more
what's up?
invested he gets.
How did I get
the more
here?
he forgets which life is the real one.
Press Y to go to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this.
Bed.
That in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Push G to be at work in the morning.
But that must.
But that must.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Just cute question, nothing.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again. And Stanley
Please
pushed a
die.
button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Man, it really sucks to be Stanley.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
Did you get the awaiting input ending? Yes, I did.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true happiness. Then the feeling went away, and he felt sad again. Then it came back, and lingered for a minute or two. Now it's only half there. Just a kind of, tingle.
It'd be like that sometimes. Man, this is the lowest quality prop in the game.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I love that. Ooh, 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 ooh,
All of his
ooh.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Bucket!
Stanley decided to go to the
Click.
meeting room. Perhaps
Click.
he had simply missed a memo.
Click. That's the doors. I believe it's 425, but we're gonna click every door to be careful.
Is there something special you can do here?
We're getting an ending, Mako.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office,
426.
but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Dog mode? Yeah! My instincts are activating right
When
now.
Stanley came to a set of
wish to
2
run
open
away.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
Stop it!
Mako,
Now!
I guess you're in up the wrong tree.
Yet there was not a single person
Don't worry,
here either.
it's worse than the
Feeling a
bite.
wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying, began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not
Stars.
How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
This game is so weird.
And while he thought it all
great.
very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Oh no!
Now, hearing the voice speak these words is quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of the world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Stanley started screaming.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley.
I love that line.
I have an office. I am real. Please, just
Stanley
someone
began
tell me
screaming.
I'm real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming.
To be fair, Stanley deserves to die on a sidewalk.
And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments,
White-collar
she considered
workers
the
are
strange
scum.
man.
Am I
He
right,
was
gamers?
Crazy. This much
We hate
knew.
corporations.
Everyone knows what
All
crazy
of
people
them,
look like.
including the small workers.
She thought to
We
herself
hate
how
the
lucky she
workers.
was to be normal.
Not the CEO,
I
because that's
am
one person who
I
does
am
not
in
affect the
control
overall
of my
company.
mind.
It's the workers who are letting
I know
everyone
what is
down.
real and what isn't.
If they wanted the
It was
corporation to be
comforting
better,
to
they
feel
should work
this,
harder.
And in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she
Where's her
remembered the
buckets,
meetings
this
she had
chick?
scheduled
Yeah.
for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her
The
would
license plate
affect
says
her
69.
career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Okay, there's an ending I need to go for right now.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Not
Do
responding
right.
to your chat at all.
Stanley decided
Because
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
Echo
simply
reminded
missed
me
a
of it.
memo.
Echo says, have you gone back up the elevator? I went up with the bucket, but I never actually tried it by myself.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on
Left,
his left.
right, left, left.
Yet there was
The
not
Polar
a single
Express was a
person
good
there
movie.
either. Feeling a wave of
Left,
Stanley decided to
right,
go up to his boss's
left,
office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked
Hotterport.
upstairs to his boss's
What is
office.
that? We should watch Polar Express this winter.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover
Check
not an
says you shut up.
indication of any human life. Shocked,
Fucked up.
unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Carte blanche et mont bon.
I like
Feeling
those
soothed
calming noise.
and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Left. Ha, yeah, we got it. Ha, yeah. Ha, oh, we got it. Hot chocolate. Mac, what's your opinion on hot
Descending deeper into the
chocolate?
building,
Very,
Stanley
very
realized
good.
he felt a bit
Especially with
peculiar.
marshmallows.
It was a stirring of
Here
emotion
we
in his
only
chest,
have one rule.
as though he
Here
felt
we
more
only
free
have
to
one
think
rule.
for himself,
Never ever
to
let
question
cool.
the nature
Never
of his
ever
job.
let it cool.
Why did he
Keep
feel
it
this
bubbling in the
now,
pot.
when for
Then you
years
got
it
hot
had
chocolate.
never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay, we can in fact go back up on the elevator. Cool,
Whoops.
cool.
Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
It's a great question. I can't wait to find out.
So is this something not in the original game?
Nope.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow! I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Echo says there's 17 bucket endings. And yes, they did bucket and Black Void.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming
Bucket
up with
versus
all
Black
this?
Void. Do you by Black Void, what do you mean? Like the jumping off the mind control facility?
Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he? Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator.
I love a good elevator.
I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
Yes, I have done the bucket in the Black Void. Okay, I mentioned the bucket endings before. So, I have gone the normal ending with the bucket. I've gone the nuke ending with the bucket, which ends with birds. I got jumping off the mind control platform with the bucket. I got going down the stairs and going insane with the bucket. I got the gallery ending with the bucket. I got jumping out the window with the bucket. I got jumping off the cargo lift with the bucket. I found the recorder with the bucket. I played the Do You Know What a Bucket Is minigame. I got the pull the cord with the bucket. I did the phone call thing with the bucket. So that's 11. I got the insanity ending equivalent with the bucket by going down the maintenance shaft. That's 12. I did this with the bucket, which is 13. So that's 4 more I'm missing. Bucket. What else? What other endings are there that I could have gotten with the bucket? Because you said there are 17 bucket alternate things. Do you mean things as in like things, or things as in like endings?
Wait, did you do the vent with and without the bucket?
Yes, without the bucket, they're like, oh, do you really think the reveal is that the narrator is actually a recording? That is that is such a cop-out ending. If you do it with the bucket, it's you like listen to a recording of a person going insane about the bucket. Because yeah, that's 4 things unaccounted for, if I'm reading that correctly in my head. You can't get the waiting in your room with a bucket because it literally will not let you, because the door's already closed. You cannot get the awaiting input ending with the bucket because the last computer is inside your office. The game's ending, the safety ending, are both locked behind, or both locked past the Do You Know What a Bucket Is ending. That you can't actually physically get to where they are. That also includes the art ending, of course, with doing the baby game. Is there another end? Like, you say if there's 17, that means there's 4 more things. If you know there are 17 things, you should have the list of 17 things, now wouldn't you? Oh yeah, I guess there was also the differences of taking the bucket with me through the original content and having the bucket explode, which I suppose counts. Oh, the escape pod ending, the escape pod with the bucket. That's another one. So that's like 3, or 2, assuming the new content with the bucket this time counts as something different. Windowed bucket you did. Yes, I jumped out the window with the bucket. Let's see. Apartment. Bottom of mind control. Broom. The broom closet's not an ending! Apartment. Bottom of the mind control. Broom closet. Cold feet. Confusion. Countdown. Elevator. Escape pod. Freedom. Mariella. The museum. New content. Not Stanley. Out of the window. Powerful vent. Powerful vent. Which one's powerful?
Powerful vent.
Oh my god. It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a timeout here for a minute while I process this.
Drinky bird.
Drinky bird. Now that's what I call physics.
Okay,
the
I'm
very
ready.
powerful
I'm
ending,
prepared
yes.
to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No, wait. No, I need more time to process.
I trust Shrinkyberg. I trust most things.
What?
I said I trust
All
most
right.
things.
I have
That's
fully
fair.
come to terms with it.
Why?
I have made space in my
wouldn't I?
worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
I got the collectibles ending where we went back through all the collectibles again. We got the epilogue and epilogue 2. I probably? What's the difference between epilogue and epilogue 2? Because
I'll step under this.
I've got the.
Of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive. You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow? There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know,
Yes.
Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started. But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises, to have to think and to anticipate, and then to marvel at the eventual reveal? This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years, and it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley, because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you. Which is why, oh, I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you, so that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't
seems
know
like
if
the
you
most
realize
elaborate
the
shit
impact
talk.
you have on them. This is the kind of gesture
Yes.
that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better. Oh, good, we're here. Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
All eyes on Stanley, live on stage. Oh yeah, it's this place again.
Yeah.
I should have
You're
known.
a visionary, Avery.
I will make sure that all of my games that I make will feature going to the same location multiple times for no real reason. It'd be funny. Everyone would love it.
Especially you.
I would love it because I love making players feel like shit.
Ah, yes, here it is, just through this door.
The Stanley Parables, Stanley, tonight, live on stage. The storyteller, Stanley reveals all in his new book.
All right, are you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry, you'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley. Okay, it looks like they're ready for you. Go get 'em.
To stage. Welcome, Stanley. Stanley a writer. Almonds, chair, gum, table, nut bar. Why is there a check mark down here?
Huh.
I clicked the check mark. I'm very curious now. Doing great. 427. Congratulations, Stanley. Remember where you came from. Your co-workers. Story. Stanley... Me... David, age 6. Thanks for showing me that cool skateboard trick in the parking lot. You are too cool. Good luck on stage. Rock on. Break a leg champ, your boss. Break a leg champ, your boss, a second time. I love the way you ride elevators. Heart, XX. No one tells a story the way you do. Go get him, Tiger. And Stanley, my true love for you grows every day. You make me feel alive. Your wife from the apartment ending. I played the demo. I did, in fact, play the demo. It's where the 8 joke comes from.
I remember the 8 joke, kinda.
Did you play the demo?
Yeah.
Very good. Oh!
Oh! This isn't like the other one. That was actually a pretty good ending. Well, maybe. He might have just freaked out and like passed out on stage, but still.
Even now, Stanley's
People
office
love
was a
him.
distant memory.
Did that
What
not
did it
go
look like?
end the way it was supposed
It was a
to?
computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could know.
One second, I need to look at the VOD real quick.
That, I mean, you walked backwards, but it seemed like, it was just timed to do that.
There, for like a half a second, there was a subtitle. There was a subtitle at the bottom that was talking about the bucket.
Longer recall.
Oh? What did it say?
Yeah, there was a very brief subtitle about the bucket. The bucket didn't react except for perhaps a tiny glow of warmth. Bizarre.
Weird. I wonder if that was a glitch.
Perhaps. So, Echo says, broom closet, countdown, freedom, heaven, Mariella, escape pod, museum, apartment, art ending, cold feet, confusion, games, not Stanley, powerful, zen, coward, out the window, whiteboard. technically out the window is two different endings, because there's the yes and the no. The serious ending is removed. The memory zone. Stanley 2. Bottom of the mind control facility. Elevator. Vent. Collectibles. Epilogue. And the bucket variations. What did the check mark on the whiteboard mean?
I don't know. Maybe you activated something.
Because the check mark was in the same spot as the one from dog mode, as Check points out.
Didn't someone say something about a potential extra option somewhere? I don't remember if you looked at that. If you look through all the settings, is there any new setting anywhere? No. Unless they were talking about Bumskoski.
When
Mental
Stanley
health
came to a
issues,
set
such
of
as
two open
repeatedly
doors,
jumping
he
off of
entered
a
the door
ladder
on
to
his
get to the
left.
next ending. Or staircase, rather.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before. Was it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room? I mean, truly, truly, deeply, madly love.
I mean, if their dick was big enough, sure. Don't
But eager to get
me!
back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his
What do you want
left.
from me?
And so he
I want your
detoured
love
through
and
the maintenance
respect.
section, walked straight ahead
Yeah,
to the
but-
opposite door, and got back on.
Do I have your respect,
Yet
Mako?
there was not a single person here either. Feeling
Do
a
you
wave of
respect me as a
disbelief,
person?
Stanley decided to go up to
Yes,
his boss,
okay.
coming to a staircase.
Why?
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
That's a terrible decision. I respect no one. I've got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. Say, that's a lovely Porsche.
Of course.
Look at the soap.
Wait, what about the soap?
Nothing. It was vanilla, it looked like. So yeah, that's as many endings as people seem to have found so far.
Does that mean you're basically done?
I guess, unless there's going to be another ending people find out, because, fun fact, back when the original the original remake of Stanley Parable came out, the devs were very clear to not let you know how many endings there were. They made sure that they never gave a clear number, so that people could always never be certain that they got all of them. I wonder what the last ending people found for that game was, because I believe they do. I believe people have found all of them, because people have data mined the hell out of that game to find everything.
The end is
Like-
never the end.
They even found ways to get past the game's anti-cheat measures.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Kill surprise.
Love this game.
Stanley walked straight ahead.
Since
through the
I'm very
large door of
curious.
the red mind control facility. Although this
I guess this is
passageway
going to be
had
a
the
short
word
stream
escape
today.
written on it, the truth
Unless you wanted to stream
was that at the
something
end
else.
of this hall,
I might stream another
Stanley
game after
met
this.
his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort
I don't
to
think I
walk
want to
forward
switch to Cat
and
Machine.
willingly
I will play
confront
Cat
his
Machine
death.
at some point, but I don't feel like it. I have obligations.
What obligations?
I don't know. Probably have some.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Box. Please let this say Stanley Parable like 6. Darn it, I hate that.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
I'm back here. Stanley's computer. The office layout. The blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the 2 doors was the first part of the game that was built. The second had been added and altered throughout development. The core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. This is where the bucket is. Corridor. The pace in this opening section was important to get right. This corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the 2 doors in a good time. The 2 doors. The set of the 2 doors was the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parable's design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, an exploration of the contradiction this room posed. What do they mean by that, Mako? What do you think they mean by the contradiction that the room poses?
The contradiction,
What is the contradiction of this game having 2 doors here?
well, it's just because the narrator says he goes one way, but you could go the other way if you want.
Yeah, it's pretty much what I think as well. You're presented that there is a right way to go through the story, but the story clearly lets you not do that. The story contradicts itself by both telling you that there is a right way and a wrong way, when the wrong way is just as valid as the right way.
Yeah.
Desk. Button sounds. A selection of sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of keyboard stroke and a synthesized tone. Mako, can you make a song out of these?
Let me hear 'em.
Can we get the other one, please?
Yeah, I could.
What about 2?
Oh, I thought you meant like all of them together.
Oh, all of them together then. Let's see the
Yeah.
3 ones.
Yeah, I'm not gonna, but I could.
You're just that fucking talented. Oh, look, they extended it.
Oh.
Originally it was just these 3, but now it's all the way across. This is Stanley Parallel Credits. Written and designed by Davey Redden and William Pugh.
So this is all in the base game?
So far, yes, except for these 2 extra panels right here, but who knows, they might have added more areas.
The fact that, like, the game had, like, a Q&A about itself inside of its own game, or like a little...
Like a little behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the only game to have ever done that, but I appreciate when games do that. The Flash adventure, point-and-click adventure game series Submachine, which you can find on the internet, also did this, if you managed to collect all the secrets. They had like little areas of just being like, here's how the game worked and how I got inspiration for things in it. A lot of which... I really like that game. You guys should play it. It's a very good Flash game. Anyways, let's see.
Isn't it like a point-and-click adventure game or something?
It's a point-and-click adventure game, but it's extremely weird. It has extremely cool vibes, and I really enjoy how kind of mysteriously oppressive the atmosphere of it is. Developed by Crows. Art direction, Dominique Johann. I played a couple of them on stream, actually. Audio direction, Tommy Schlee. Development lead, John Strootman. And the impeccable Kevin Brighting as the narrator. Original music by Ioannidis, which is a name that I have just now read for the first time, and have to say it is one of the best names I've ever read. Blake Robinson, Christian Backer. Sound design by Robin Arnott and Eduardo Ortiz. Additional music by Siddhartha Barnhorn.
My name is Dave Fuck. I'm a backer.
Dude, Dave Fuck. Why would you say that?
Didn't I show you that video?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, you're gonna show it on the stream then.
Link it to me, bitch. My name's Dave Fuck.
Okay, here you go.
Okay, and then we're gonna switch.
Do a countdown so we can both play at once.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go! Let's see this. Oh, a backer! Yes, I have seen this. But we're gonna watch it anyways.
Around Edmonton for the better part of my life. I'd say about 25, 30 years at this point. My name is Dave Fuck, and I'm a backer. I back cars up. Some say it's a waste of time, and that most people don't need to be backed up. I just tell them, fuck you.
Yeah.
The
It's not
atmosphere.
always perfect. Money's pretty tight sometimes.
The atmosphere of this video.
These days it seems everyone's in a big hurry all the time. Sometimes I feel really weird. Sometimes it feels like I'm trapped.
Mako, if we make a game that gets kickstarted in any way, we need to have in the credits a part that says backer, Dave Fuck, and then backers, which the actual has the backers.
Sometimes I sleep standing straight up in the lot. It's well lit, so no one's gonna fuck with me. Other times I'll just sleep in the grass. Had a weird dream the other day. In the biggest parking lot I've ever seen. Trying to do my job, but I can't stop looking out at the sea of cars around me.
Cars. Fuck.
And I'm on a chair and look up and see this bird in between two trees. Keeps moving its wings. Up, down, just like it was in slow motion. And I look over and there's this 07 Chev just fucking floating. Another version of it drops down and like it's spirit or something, I don't know. But I realized at that moment that you know, it didn't matter how big that lot was. All that matters is just the backup that's right in front of me. Just take it one car at a time and you'll get through it.
Yeah.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places and worn out faces, bright and early for their daily races. But they're going nowhere. They're going nowhere.
Such a weird, like, I don't know why that video is so surreal.
It'd be like that. I wonder why it's so surreal. Perhaps the audio and abnormal ways of saying things and weird fucking video. Jeez, Mako. Pay attention. Yeah. Echo says, Avery, how many games are you in the credits of? As far as I know, none. Unless I'm listed as a Kickstarter backer somewhere for the Homestuck game.
Man, I still haven't played Hive Swap Act 2, and I don't know if I
Neither have I. I have it. I should at some point. I could always stream that.
I guess if you stream it, I'll fucking be here with you.
You'll be here for several hours, because it took me like half a day to play the first chapter, because I had to interact everything with everything. And I'll do the same, because I need to know how Joey Claire reacts to putting cooking spices on a mummy, where she, for a moment, wonders what it would taste like. So let's see. But yeah, assuming that these games would include like Kickstarter backers, it's the Homestuck video game, Hive Swap. That's what it's called. Don't know why that was.
I haven't
lost
even
to me.
bought Hive Swap Act 2. Don't you worry.
I could be, depending on if there is a list of the donation backers anywhere, the Binding of Isaac board game, which I might be in a credits of somewhere, both the original and the new one coming out. And lastly, I might be in the backer credits of the femboy dating sim Girls, Girls, Girls?
Oh yeah, is that coming out?
Yes, I'm still in the server. They've been having issues with like some devs like just kind of like stop responding to their messages and just disappear. And they're still doing development. They have gotten a lot through. They've added another character, though it's a girl. Though not a dating sim option. They're just a character. I believe they're the sister of one of the main boys. But yeah, like I'm looking forward to it, and I will still definitely play it because head padding is a thing that is in the game.
Oh.
Anyways, back to doing what I was doing a moment ago. Additional music, of course, includes Kevin MacLeod, because your game probably contains music by Kevin MacLeod. If you're an indie game dev, you've used Kevin MacLeod's music at some point. You know that you have. You cannot deny that.
I would not have to do that because I can make my own music.
Echo says that they backed Starforge and are in those credits, and they backed Mighty Number 9 and are in those credits. So I think you made a good choice and a bad choice, and I won't let you know which one's which.
Put that on your resume.
I'm in the credits. I'm in the credits of Mighty Number 9. Here's a question: can you list your if you back a game on Kickstarter, and that game turns out to be super successful? Can you argue that you can put on your resume that you are an investor who has been highly successful on their returns?
Mm-hmm.
You did invest in a company. Echo, think about it this way. If you ever stop for a moment and want to back something with your money, just know that you had track record to only backing bad games, so therefore the game will be bad. Only back games you don't think you should back, because those ones must be good. Additional music, Tituan Millet, Alina Johan. Additional voice work by Leslie Staples, Aviva Pinchass, and Jenny Coughlin.
Pinchass.
Yes, Pinchass.
You pronounce that with 2 S's.
You don't know how the S is pronounced. Could be Pinches. Could Pinchaz. I'm not good at words and or language. Who would those be the voices of? Because one is the obviously the lady who just speaks right now. One is the wife. But there's presumably 3 girls there. Who's the other girl?
Is Aviva a female name?
Aviva sounds like a female name.
Yeah, what other voices are in this game?
The buttons sometimes say things, but those seem like digitized voices. The Crying
Stardew
Baby.
Valley about plushies. That sounds neat.
Additional development, Richard Baxter. Mariska Zachariah. I love that name. Rita with an apostrophe. I love that name. Joseph Silverman. I was about to say Yosef Silverman, but I was like, wait, Joseph is actually a name when not pronounced like Yosef. QA coordinator, Joe Feingold. That's a cool name. Office administrator, Philomena Frank. That's a fun name. Producer, Alicia Contestable. I'm sorry, contestable? I don't mean to be rude to anyone, but contestable? Your last name's contestable? That sounds like a thing you don't want your last name to be. You don't want to be contestable.
But
I guess it's spelled different. Contestable. Console development by 22nd Century Toys LLC. Model designs: Andrea Jorgensen, Jiz van Kooten, Malte Dittman, Jacob Janerka, and Jacob Gavelli. Original artwork by Simon Boxer, Mika Lotti, Luc Alanette de Ribamont, Cas van de Pol, and Juan Norazura. Everyone on that team I'm in love with now. I love all of these names. Look, who's named Luc Alanette de Ribamont? Whose name still contains a singular day? I know you're French in origin here, but you don't need to list your locale. It's Luc Alanette of Ribamont, of the mountain of Rib.
Avery, we got fan art. Look in fridge door. This is so cute. Oh, it's Frisky Fox.
And then we switch to screen scrap. And then we... Oh. There we go. That is absolutely adorable.
POV, Avery has located your home address.
That is exactly what would happen. I just slide in through the doorway. Just
You're here to
smash. I will ignore all structural integrity to find you. I will blitz my way through a window, through a wall, through the sweat drip down my butt. I will come out anywhere. I'll come up through the floor.
Fucking fluffy my tail is.
You are extremely soft looking, and I love you. Your art, the art style is absolutely fucking adorable. To the person who drew this, I love you.
We're like Paper Mario stickers.
We're like stickers. Can we please get these as stickers? Can we put these on sticker paper and sell them for $10.99? We will give you 9 of the cents. The $10.90 go to the Give Avery More Hands fund. Just more hands.
More hands.
You don't need to know where they're going, but...
God, your face really is freaking out.
Yes.
Constantly changing between elated and smug.
Yeah, you know it's what you want. Fritzy Fox says, lol, tism. You can't call Mako that. It's 2022. Just because Mako has the tismies does not mean that you can be rude. How dare you? Banned for life.
I like your big dumb teeth.
I have big dumb teeth. I can't. It likes to put my tongue out because my tongue out looks similar to me having an open mouth.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
You are.
What?
You gotta get some better lighting before you try to actually have those faces.
Yeah, I will. The next thing I will buy, now that I have bought a cell phone, it is in the mail. It should come on the 5th. Will be a ring light, which will go right there, so that I can be illuminated and possibly blinded because I don't like looking at lights. Lights hurt my eyes.
Oh, you don't have to buy a ring light. You can buy. They have like soft box light things, or like. You gotta do research on the types of things to buy, because I do know that there are ones that are like behind paper and stuff, so that it's not just light shining directly into your eyes. That might be a good idea to do.
Yeah.
I also wonder if part of the problem is the distance from your webcam, depending on what your webcam's resolution is. I don't know, because your webcam's pretty far away.
My webcam is literally 1 arm's distance away from me.
Is it? I thought it was like way back.
I moved it. It's on top of my tablet.
Oh, okay. Well, that's better then.
Yeah. That said, this is fucking adorable still.
Yes. Very good.
You know what art style this reminds me of?
Who?
Wait.
Are you gonna say that one YouTuber, Pringus McDingus or whoever?
Who the fuck is Pringus McDingus?
Are they the one that does the Daisy videos a lot? I showed you like one Daisy video from theirs.
Yes.
Is that the one you're thinking of?
Yes, this art style.
Yeah. Kinda. Not 100%. Kinda. Yeah, you have drawn some of the cutest stuff for us, you Fox.
Yeah, I like the art that you do. Look at this. That's a good face. I might steal this for illicit purposes. I won't tell you what they are, but you just know that there'll be illicit. Also, Mako, this is adorable. Mako, when will you change your icon on Discord to this?
Dude, my icon is still not even updated on Tumblr.
I update my icons regularly, typically whenever I get fan art. I would want to update my icon, but it's currently a GIF, which is really cute. And so I can't do that yet, but I do really appreciate this.
Yeah,
You got my leggies right.
I could consider changing it whenever I get fan art.
I love the fucking streak behind me because I'm just zooping in.
Slide.
I ignore all doors. I stopped drawing Avery with Mako's bow too. You're free to draw me with the bow. You are free to draw me in any interpretations you want. People draw my hair in like 15 different ways. So just do as you do. Echo says, do you have Nitro? No, I lost Nitro yesterday. I can't post my icons in other servers anymore, which is tragic and terrible. Everyone should see my little emotes. I have a server dedicated to just my emotes. Anyways, let's gamers. We got things to do. I need to read more names.
Your screen share ended, by the way.
Shut the fuck up! I will. I'll show it to you. Based on the work of the Stanley Parable 2013 team. Additional level design by Colin Eddings, Jack Parsons. Programming by Jesus Higueras.
Thanks, Jesus.
Thanks, Jesus. It's Jesus, but you know. Animation by Rai Soderbergh. Maxime Lebled. Stanley character skin by Taggart and Dean Darko. And webmaster Shane Sweeney. Love a good webmaster. Boss's office. Screens from the development of the boss's office. Nice. Office clock. The lounge. Underground. An early version of the underground portion of the game. Escape.
End this injustice forever. Now then, this elevator for sure will get him right back on track to where he was supposed to be in the story. Nothing there? Shoot. Well, try the other one then. And finally, he pushed the number 6. Now look closely, Stanley. See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room? Perfect example of poor level design. Textbook mistake. It's the kind of thing you'd pick up on intuitively if you had any fundamental understanding of good and bad games.
Oh, I don't know. How about
But of
they're
course,
throwing a surprise party
you'll
for
probably
him
spend
all
the
his
next
button
time trying
pushing.
Now
Does
look
that sound
closely,
plausible
Stanley.
to you?
See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room? Perfect example of poor level design. Textbook mistake. It's the kind of thing you'd pick up on intuitively.
The maintenance room. An early version of the maintenance room. Sure looks to be it. The copy machine. The office. Fun. Money. This is where the original advertisement. Ultra Deluxe announcements. In December 2018, we announced the Ultra Deluxe version of Stanley Parable at the Game Awards. These screenshots of the video we made for the announcement and the game's delay. E. Warzone. Early development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. Realized shortly after starting to build it, that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, we built it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intent. Narrator emails. After the second trailer we asked people to email the narrator for questions. While we had initially planned to use this for the promotional material, we never found the perfect use for them. Here are a selection of those emails. How is the game? How is the game going? I hope it is as good or but are you a rock? Question. By Odo Tampio.
Oh yeah, that person that got banned from the servers in chat.
From Anthony W. What is this strange number? Could you tell me what the thing that's of the number 1112800 is? Voltec22 says, I love you, heart. Sergey Medvedko asks the narrator, well, the thing I want to know is, what would you do if Stanley entered any other rooms? Has there been any new content yet, by the way? Yes, this is the third and final stream. I have a burning question. For instance, on a scale of the Max Ernst to Salvador Dali, how surreal would this game be? Were you born with a magnificent voice? Congratulations, welcome, congratulations. In line with the previous announcement regarding on the ongoing promotion, here's the result, and the full carefully to see the full details. Can only be the first to apply for your claim after 24 hours. Greetings, omnipotent voice. I wanted to tell you I like the Stanley Parable as much as I like seeing a humorously small badger in swim trunks. Indeed, I liked it as much as I like walking in the park, watching the sunset, and dare I say it, pushing buttons. Urge response needed, please. I would like you to keep this personal as a top secret and delete it if you are not interested, and get back to me if you are interested for the details in regards to the transfer of 24,500,000. Dear strong, dead strong bad. How do you type with boxing gloves on? Bad. The lights. What do the lights in the control room do? I really want to know. Montgomery Jones. Partner, I am Anthony Elias, business broker. Please partner with me in a rewarding business venture. Details will be sent to you if you are interested. My email is That is important. Hi, Mr. Narrator Guy. I have a question for you, sir, and it is, what is your message for today? Sincerely, Harris. Use. There is a skeleton inside of you. There are more skeletons in this world than humans. Thanks and goodbye. Final warning.
What?
A question brought forth by the intense passion of my soul. Am I Stanley? Are you spying on me? I don't... Why? How? Will the game feature capybaras? Dear Nader, how do you stay in shape? Sincerely, Michael the Rock Martin. I need a life advice. Like, are gay? Are you gay?
What are these again?
Emails sent to the narrator. After one of the trailers, they asked to send emails to the narrator. Dear narrator, I appreciate the previous Stanley game as a work of art and standalone title. I appreciate the credit that is given to art, which is why I'm eager to see the sequel, prequel, standalone companion game, because art needs to be a good censoring. I like to have... Dear narrator, will the Stanley Parable have infinite quests? How many endings? The Stanley Parable is really going to let me go shopping. I hope we'll have a fine selection of desert boots. Cameron. How do you make a JRPG? How do you make the worst game ever? What is the difference between a duck? How's the game? How's the game going? I hope it's good or better than the first one. From a cool man.
How
Are they
many of
looping?
these are there?
Well, they seem to be looping now. Okay, like, I missed a couple of them because of, just how it works. So, let me go to my live stream so I could read these properly. Okay. Regarding your game in the works, Dear Nader, I appreciate the previous Stanley game as a work of art and a standalone title, and I appreciate the credit given to art, which is why I'm eager to see a sequel, prequel, standalone companion game, because art needs a good censoring. I would like to, however, have some idea of how I will be censored, in what manner, and perhaps most importantly, when. If you could elaborate upon the answers to any of these questions, it would be most welcome. From art. The center was art in general.
Alright.
Alex Opificus said, I need life advice. Will playing the Stanley Parable help me make friends? I don't have any friends. Saul Iteri. Saul Iteri, fuck you. Some of the other long ones were just those scam emails. Oh yeah, Lance Perkins, I have burning questions. For instance, on a scale of Max Ernst to Salvador Dali, how surreal would the game be? Were you born with a magnificent voice, or did you bargain with a magician to receive it? And finally, the most important question of all, what is Stanley's last name?
Were any of these ever actually answered?
No! Okay. Back to gaming.
What do you think you're gonna do after this?
I have games I could play. They could or could not involve you. The Office, The Lounge, an early version of The Lounge. The Cargo Lift. The second version is functionally the same as what was in the final game, but we wanted to look at more like a place where cargo is actually stored. Cargo Lift. Cargo Lift was intended to offer the choice of staying on or jumping to a different path. However, after this early version, we decided to also want the option of the player falling to their death. The Apartment Timer. In a previous version, the choice leading to the apartment ending, a timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. Meeting room.
Oh, that lens.
Maintenance layout. The flow of the hallways following the first two doors was important to get right, since the player will replay them so many times. We discussed a number of designs, but ultimately was the simplest version that won out. Number one. One option. One doorway to maintenance in the lounge. Number two. Two options. The other entrance would be hidden depending on how you entered. Three options. One doorway to maintenance in the lounge, and the original back on track option. And vent. What about this? Why is there a bridge between disobey and obey? Can you just change your answer afterwards? I take it back. I don't want to. The Zending model. The Zending went through many iterations. This room represents the fourth version of the ending, and we thought we thought it was complete, but decided to abandon and change it shortly after launch.
What is the Zending ending? Which one is this?
I don't know what... Oh yeah, Zending. This screenshot depicts an early version of an ending known as the Zending, and eventually it got cut and merged with another part of the game. Zending levers. These levers were only part of the Zending. The player would pull a lever and the narrator would describe what color they had pulled. The game is now paused. Escape menu. For a long time we had an ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. Fortunately, very few players realized this was what they were supposed to do, which was frustrating for everyone. Countdown room. An early version of the countdown room. Monitor room elevator. For a time, the elevator in the monitor room can go up or down, with freedom above and countdown below. We abandoned this when players found it too difficult to remember what was up and what was down, and placed the two endings together instead. Freedom ending. This is the freedom ending as it existed in the beta. Countdown desk. For a time, the elevator in the monitor room could go up or down, and the freedom above and countdown below. Freedom ending. This is the first incarnation of the freedom ending in the game's alpha. Game design mockup. This was a level that William, the level designer, sent Davey, the writer, as a kind of audition piece. The strength of this level got William hired to design the full game. Though much of the environment has changed, the basic layout of this mockup is still in the game.
Everything looks so... Oh, it's because it was a Portal 2 mod, I see. That's why it all looks like that.
Good content. Stanley's office. From left to right, the evolution of Stanley's office first was created in November 2011, the second in March 2012, and the third in February 2013. Fascinating.
There's a lot here.
Not really. I think we're basically done. This just leads back down to here. Office computers. Well, I think that's everything. I was kind of hoping for there to be more things about the, making of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, but there was a little bit, but not a whole bunch as I was expecting.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Well, this is fitting.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you.
Nice. And that was the Stanley Parable 6, Attack on Lawsuit.
And that was, yeah, Stanley Parable 6, Attack on Lawsuit. I hope you really enjoyed it. Yeah. So yeah, really enjoyed it. Covered a little bit of what was left. Wasn't a very long stream, just to cover our bases. Saw basically every ending, at least the ones that I'm willing to go out and get. Because if any of you want me to see the art ending, donate to me $400. I will do the art ending for a solid, let's see, I'll do it for $240. If you donate $240, $1 for every second of time I would waste doing it,
That's every
I'd do
minute,
it.
not second.
Every minute. $1 a minute. Be careful, that can be arranged as Echo. Hey, if you're willing to donate $240 to me, I'm willing to do it. It's just 4 hours. But yeah, that was pretty much every ending I think I got. Both original and new. I can't really think of anyone I didn't get. Yeah, I think I covered my bases. I didn't get the escape pod ending on normal, but that's not a huge deal. Now with all the achievements. Okay, I'll see you in 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. No spam polka. 2 together. Elf meditation.
Thanks,
Village
Heaven
consort. Delightful D. Enter the maze. Darkest child. Nouvelle Noel. And awaken. Comic hero. Curse of the Scarab. Gearhead. And Gymnopity #1. Gymnopity. Music. Am I right, gamers? And what'd you say? What'd you say thanks to?
Haven't played. Apparently you did a lot for this game, so like not for this game, but you know. Wait, Gymnopity #1 played in this game? When did it play? I really like that song. I was remembering which one it was, so I looked it up, and it's dun, 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 dun. It's that song. It's a classical piano arrangement. I wonder where it played. Thanks, Jeff.
You can do the speed run. I could technically do the speed run.
Thank you, the Poppin' Cast.
Discord.gg/crows. The Discord mods: Violet, Lamp, Delaware, Grilled Cheese, Cosmos,
And you, the Discord mod.
and you. You're a Discord mod now. Okay, because you begging me to.
What are you doing?
The speed run.
You had such a perfect time to quit.
I can't deny a challenge. If you donate me
This is the
$4
story
right now, I'll
of
do it.
names.
Donate to me What's the achievement specifics? It's like 4 something.
Is it better to do the keypad or to wait for them to tell you the keypad for the speedrun?
I believe ideally you're at the point where they just open it automatically.
Oh. Are you gonna end the stream after this?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I was too tired to really do much else anymore.
For something.
Perfect.
Stanley.
They donated $4 and something cents. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Faster, left. And zoop.
When Stanley
Left
came
door.
to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the
Left.
door on his left.
Right. Left.
Yet there was not a
Round
single
table.
person here either. Feeling
Right.
a wave of disbelief,
Left.
Stanley decided to go up to his... Coming to a
Upstairs.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Here's the door, just go.
There we go.
There you go.
Right. Left.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the
Straight
large
ahead.
door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Come on.
What horrible secret was this
Speedrun
place
seems like it's
hold?
either gonna be hard to
Stanley
mess
thought
up
to
or
himself.
it needs to be
Did he
framed
have the
perfect. I can't
strength
tell which.
to find out? Now, the monitors jumped to life. Their true nature revealed. Each bore the number
Come on, chameleon.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided...
Click, clap.
blackness, and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Do y'all ever feel like a weird numb, like, patch on your back sometimes?
Like on the upper back?
Like, sort of like the upper mid back?
He had defeated the machine.
Not really. Sometimes I feel like
himself from
pain
someone
and a
else's
tingling
command.
on my upper
Freedom was mere moments away.
back, kind of the base of my neck.
And yet, even as the
I've been, like,
immense door
feeling,
slowly
like, a
opened,
weird, like, numbness
Stanley
kind of
reflected on how
tingle
many
on my,
puzzles
like,
still
mid-back,
lay unsolved.
mid-upper back,
Where
for, like,
had his
a
co-workers
week or so
gone?
now, on or
How
off.
had he been freed from the machine?
Sounds similar to what I have, but in a different
What
spot.
other
You want to make sure
mysteries
your
did this
posture is
strange
right.
building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Achievement! There! Happy?
You did it.
So, that was the Stanley parables.
I agree.
Now what?
I'm gonna be getting out of here. If you want to end the stream or keep going, that's up to you.
Well, if you're heading out of here, I have a game I can play.
Oh, what is it?
Hexen Beyond Heretic.
Oh, have fun.
See you later, Mac Daddy. And then there was Quan. This means I should probably end the stream and then start up a new one. So, should I do that? Should I do that? Probably. I should probably end this stream and then start up a new one. Okay, so I'm going to be right back, and you will know when the new stream starts. Be right back. Thank you for watching the Stanley Parable.